Hello? I don't know if this is working. Alright, I'm just gonna assume that it's working. Alright? Computer's working slow, very slow. We'll look at some pictures here at a reasonable rate. But it doesn't seem to be working. Let's just go see if this is on. Quick time. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, what is going on here? Stupid thing. Oh, here we are. Is it gonna work? There I am. Strawberry shortcake. Might be the only time I ever wore that shirt. Why won't it work? This is so annoying. Oh my god, seriously? This is ridiculous. This doesn't work. Does not want to work. Still going. Quit. I really want to look at this stuff. Let's see if we can get this back. Oh, alright. We can do it that way. That's it. Oh, here we go. Okay. So, that's me. Okay. Sitor. Mom was pretty much a sitor. I sit. She did. Bar for the course. 3 of us. Visitors. Climbing on the rocks. Employee of the month. This is like, reminds me of a Schnabel maybe or something, but obviously it's not. It's just funny. Oh, there's a cool guy there. And there we are, Christine and I. In our funny head dresses. Christine's mom, she wanted to get in on it. And then you have these girls, yes. Guiding. There's Mike. Naya. There they are. It must be trick-or-treating time. I don't know where they are. Good day, I'm sure. Oh, yeah, this is over. There's Mike, so this must be relatives of theirs. That was a birthday party. And there's some glass spill. Here's kind of a origami little thing or something. Some pile of linens. That's a piece I was working on for a while. Studio shot. Dead duck. Couple of dead ducks. There's a live chicken. There's a bunch of live chickens. There they are. There's some things. Oil stain, oil stain, oil stain. There's some ink paint stain in the... Excuse me. in the sink. And that's like kind of a beautiful sort of cow head, maybe, or something. It's nice. Clouds. Something there. More clouds. Chemtrails. Tons of chemtrails around here. Don't say that. There's a dead rabbit. Nice skull. Deer skull, I think. Edge of table. There's Naya with her new toy. Ooh, that's nice. Looks kind of like a head with some kind of dressing on there, and then another face going out the other way with like a pointy nose or something. There's some kind of ancient dead. Piles in the studio. Studio shots. Some people think it's junk. Maybe it is junk. Artistic junk. Got a lot of artistic junk. Looks like junk. This is out a bunch of junk. Stuff on the shelves. Supplies. Lots of stuff hanging in the studio. Lots of stuff. Yeah, good stuff. Some pieces. Bacon. More bacon. Warhol painting. Always painting. Always making artwork. There's the splash. There's some more work. Lots of work. Interesting stuff going on here. Christine. Paint top. Neat piece. And there's Naya. There she is. That's her hat she had on. We were at Caleb's. That place is no longer there. Maybe, actually, no, I'm sorry. That one is still there in Lahaska. It's a good place. Yep. Chris. Yep, we went there. Had a good meal. There's like a Pollock type painting on the wall there. Nice. And there we are. Some water stain. There's some old dandelions. More. There's a studio, junk-filled studio, trash. Trash-filled, yep, Gotta love it. That's a piece Daniel and I worked on for a while over at his place. It's another piece I was working on about that time. There's a cat. That's a bad cat. You see the swan out there. This is possible. Allow. It's possible. Allow it. I was working on the top of Naya's dresser, which it was her dresser at the time, I think, and she still has that. And this was at her school in kindergarten. And there's some pictures they took. Some of the kids. Those are cool. Nice. Okay, and this was at another restaurant. This is at Good Eats or the Doylestown Diner. And some stains. Sculpture. I'm simply not going to acknowledge the movie Tusk. I love the song. The movie, no way. It's another piece that Daniel and I were working on. Here's an interesting piece that I primarily did. That's interesting. Oh, this is George Condo. I became George Condo's friend on Facebook. He doesn't know who I am. I know who he is. I saw a show in New York, and I know him. He's a great artist. some stuff we did on the paper tablecloth at this cool restaurant up here in uptown here, but it's no longer there. And I'm gonna have to end this soon. Looks like here. Something going on outside there. But anyhow, that's one of those cranes. I think there's something somebody piled up. Yep, another crane. There's two of them there, right? That's nice. This more pictures of that. I don't know what exactly is going on there. Okay, oh, that's a cool thing that got kind of blurry, but it looks like there's sort of like a dog there or something. This is on the one trail over at, there's some signs I saw over at that same trail over at Peace Valley, Lake Galena. That's the door there. There's some skeletal parts. Love that stuff. Love bones. Them bones, them bones. It's a piece that I bought at a yard sale. I think says I have summoned you by name. You are mine. Distortion. Sin. I don't know what's going on there, but it looks like there's kind of a separation between good and evil or something. And then that other cool tree painting there. Some asphalt. There's the kitty cat. Apple. Black Sabbath and that painting. That's me. And there's more trash in the studio. I like to trash the studio, see what happens, see what comes about. I'm going to be going a little quick through these. List. Cool old dolls. We just got rid of those dolls. They were probably worth something, that's for sure. That's a cool album cover. This was a show I had at the Northampton Library. Northampton Library's little close-ups of the stuff I had on there. They didn't invite me back after 5th year. I guess they just do 5 years, basically. I don't know. Maybe they would invite me back. Who knows? This is the wall I had there. All the paintings on the wall. These are paintings that were done over at least a 10, 15-year period, or worked on. A lot of them were, worked on more recent as to when this show was. And some weren't. This one's still kind of being worked on, I'm sure. I would work on that more. This was at the Michener Museum. There's some cool photos from that. Some death masks back in the studio. Here's some, this is Naya's, one of her plays. She's in there somewhere. It's almost hard to tell. There's so many girls that look the same. And then there's this Beckett. I took the unknown words from Beckett and I wrote them all down. And so that's what that is. It's pretty hard to see. It's getting better. This is what you do when you're into literature. And there's Naya. Look at that cool, hand shape in the ground or something. It's like, well, it would have 6 fingers or whatever, but still, that's just interesting. I don't know what's going on. That was over there, and then we got this, and more cool stuff. More and more and more stuff. That was Richard and Vicky at their anniversary party. And Here's some more interesting things. That's a taco I had one day. Yep, I wrote about it. And let's see, that's falling apart. What's this old? These are some old pictures. I don't know how they got upside down and so forth. These are not my pictures. There's Hendrix, and these are back to my pictures. Some paper that fell apart. Flowers. That. More stuff. More interesting pictures. It's over at Font Hill, or behind Font Hill in the forest over there. They were redoing these posts, so you can't see the originals. Interestingly enough, and there's some stuff. There's some aluminum in a frame. You can see some of the movies. My Left Foot, The Chamber. These are VHS. Village of the Damned, Suburbia, Plan 9 from Outer Space, The Graduate. What's that? That one's interesting. Cactus Flower, I think. Goldie Hawn, Tunnel Vision. That's interesting. That's him. Robin Williams. You can't be a something if you're not someone. You can't be a... I don't know, it's hard to read. You can read this stuff if you want. It's kind of hard to decipher. Somebody was making some things on chalk, and look at this, and these are just interesting shapes that came about when they were patching this sidewalk, I guess, and I don't know, so I don't know why I took so many of these, like, sort of weird pictures. I thought they were cool at the time. It was a long walk I took that day. I think I had walked at least a mile or more than a mile, because I walked like 5 miles or something that day, and so I guess I was kind of like giddy or something, taking all these crazy pictures. And I was looking at these houses and stuff and thinking, oh, what a wonderful cottage. And all these weird stains and stuff. And really old, desperate, dead animals and rotten tomatoes. Water and tree graffiti. Oh, so many pictures. Pictures, pictures, pictures. Look at all this beautiful tree graffiti. You know, it goes away after a while. It doesn't really hurt the tree too much. But maybe, I don't know. Some graffiti on that sign. They have changed that sign. They have made that, at this point, they have taken this sign and they have definitely posted stuff for the park on it rather than let people kind of draw on it. So it doesn't really happen. That's that building from the side there. And some more stuff. This was in Christine's grandmother's house, in the garage when I was cleaning the garage out, and I came up with this amazing thing that had occurred from so much stuff laying around. Trying to take a few pictures of this. I thought this was really gorgeous and interesting shape. And here's the studio again, back in the studio, trying to organize some stuff. That little easel. More stuff, more and more. This was their refrigerator, her refrigerator. And there's Maurice's giant thing of peppers. You couldn't eat them all. guessing. And praying mantis. This was a painting by a guy that paints around here, and I forget his name, but I've seen his work at the. Oh my God, his work was in that McDonald's over there. I wonder if it's still there. The McDonald's burned. His work was in there. It didn't really burn down. The building's still there. So I don't know. They haven't really been doing much with that, but that painting's in there. It's a cool painting. Some wall collage records, DFW. This, that, more stuff, more pictures. So many. This is a lot of pictures, lots and lots of them. You already said that. I know. Say it again. Trying to think of stuff to say. This is us hanging out at a bank. They were not open. We needed to go in there, I think, and they were not open. Oh, this is one of those murals. Oh, this is the one. Oh, yeah, at the Mennonite church. It was cool. I bought that. And, oh, I think I bought this. Or something. Or this is just at home. I don't know. This is like a piece I was working on for a while. That looks kind of like some kind of a skull. And there's my mom. With the Halloween stuff, there's our fridge down in the basement. All those magnets. Another picture. More, oh man, sink stains. And more of the studio. Lots of studio pictures. I feel like I should stop this really soon. Peace is possible. Peace is possible. Inspire peace. Allow peace, you. Inspire peace, you. Peace is possible. That was on my truck. My truck is gone. They took it away. I took it away. I had it taken away. And I scrapped it. And I got $200 or whatever, less than that because of the towing. Whatever. Money, cash money. Cash money. Get your $2 bills over there. It's nice. Some chalk drawings that we found. And so we took pictures of them all to document these wonderful pictures. Very cool. Very, very cool. These kids were really going at it that day. Really doing some serious chalk work. Really glad I got this. Look at all these graves or windows, I guess. Or windows in a window. Interesting. Maybe some trees, plants. That's Kaiden standing there. And all this stuff. And this is stains on a floor. A Halloween store, I think it was. And got some cool figures in here and lots of stuff. I put these up on Facebook, but there's only a few on there, and these are, so we get a more complete taste. Looks like a bone of all these stains. I love these kind of makeshift stores that go out of business, then they come back as Christmas stores or Halloween stores, so you can kind of walk around on these dirty floors and take pictures of it, and it's really cool stuff that is going to last right here for a while instead of they're gone now. Interesting stuff. I don't know, maybe I should quit. Maybe I should quit this video soon. I hope it's still working. Oh, yep. Oh, that's a cool piece found somewhere. Skeleton type guy. Stuff on the wall. Da, da, da. It's like a bike, kind of. This was over at Sid's, I think. Stains on Sid's floor. Garage. You can tell something about a person's shop floor. I mean, it's probably somebody else's shop floor before it was his, because he only just had it, so those stains weren't all his. Yep. Oh, there's Christine. And there she is from quite long ago, I guess. God. And all these beautiful things here. All these pictures. You now get a chance to see all of these pictures. Now, don't forget, if I'm going too fast on these, you can pause, back up, use your little arrow keys to back up, or the arrow keys next to the number keys and to the letter keys. I mean, you can use them. Back up slowly or more quickly with the regular arrow keys. I'll give you a little lesson. This is stair mulch. I don't know, grinding acres, grinning cares. I was just thinking of some ideas. This is over near Font Hill, and this cool building back there, which continues to receive graffiti constantly, so you can always go over there and get new pictures and new graffiti. So you should head out there one of these days. Doing some serious stenciling here, it looks like. Cool stuff, cool stuff. I mean, sometimes they try and take care of that building, but not really. Yeah, that's cool, because they gotta have a place for people to be creative. Nothing wrong with that. And get some pictures. Get some pictures. Nye and I were out here on the baseball field making these cool things, and it was a good time. Love you. I love you. We had a day right there. This is a lot of pictures. We had one heck of a day. Make a quick video. Make a quick, yeah, you know what they're called. GIF type thing. Horse. She was drawing that horse. There's some shapes we're drawing. Lots of shapes. Dog prints. It's kind of a Picasso thing or something. Early journals. Oh, jeez, we're going to go through these. Oh, that's it. Alright, I'm going to go out. Take this over here. See if I can get this to quit. I just taking so long.